Charisma House presents The Passover Prophecies, How God is Realigning Hearts and Nations in Crisis. Written by Chuck Pierce. Narrated by Tim Lundeen. Chapter 1. A Modern-Day Passover. When I was young, we watched many movies as a family. One of the films that impacted me was The Wizard of Oz, a young girl dreaming of a better place than Kansas, and finding that all places have issues, and there is really no place like home. However, the movie that impacted me the most, whether biblically accurate in all of its splendor or not, was the spectacular The Ten Commandments. The scene that affected me the most was when God sends the final plague upon the house of Pharaoh and the people of Egypt. God warns the Israelites to mark their doors with the blood of a lamb, so that when death passes over each home, the firstborn child would be protected. However, the green death cloud does enter the homes of those who have no blood on their doorposts. It is the cinematic depiction of the first Passover, and from that time on, along with Easter, it became the most important of holidays for me. I didn't fully understand the blood, but I did know that if the mark of the blood of a lamb prevented the green death plague from entering a house, we should have it on our door. I also knew that I was the first child and grandchild, and understood that the only one to die would be the firstborn. Each year at Easter, my maternal grandfather, a 6-foot 4-inch giant in my eyes, would carry a goat or lamb around his neck, which he would butcher and prepare on the grill or in the oven. Therefore, I would go to him and ask him for some blood to put on the door of my room and windows outside. My family thought my imagination was very active and hoped that I would eventually learn how to divide truth and reality. I am still learning by the Spirit to look deep into circumstances to see reality in what I hear and see. As I grew in the understanding of the Word of God, I began to understand Passover. I came to know Jesus, the true Passover Lamb, and formed a relationship with Him. I came to know His Spirit when I was 18. I developed a daily relationship with Yeshua. But I never forgot that green death plague. I formed a watchful eye through the years concerning the evil cloud's movement and activity. Passover 2020, 5780 in the Jewish calendar. What a shift and season we are in as I write these words. We have just gone through Passover and Easter in the year 2020. We have entered a new era in history. I will discuss this in the next chapter to better enable us to understand the times we are living in. We recall that when David gathered his men for war at Ziklag, the tribe of Issachar was described as those who understood.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?